Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 1, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 2, Chapter 25, Separation of Sati and Shiva in the Shiva Puran. Rama said, O goddess, formerly once Shiva, the creator supreme, called Vishvakarman to his highest region. He made him erect a large hall of great beauty in his cowshed and an exquisite throne there. Shiva caused Vishvakarman to make an excellent, divine, wonderful umbrella for warding off obstacles. He invited Indra and other gods, the Siddhas, Gandharvas, Nagas, Upadesas, and Agamas, Brahma with his sons, the sages and the celestial goddesses, and nymphs who came there with various articles. 16 virgins, each of devas, sages, siddhas, and serpents were brought for the auspicious ceremony. O sages, different musical instruments like lutes, tambours, etc. were played and songs sung. Thus there was great pomp and ceremony. Articles necessary for the coronation including herbs were brought. 5 pots were filled with the sacred waters from all flowing holy rivers. All other divine arrangements were made by his attendants. Shiva caused them to recite Vedic mantras loudly. With a delightful mind, he called Vishnu from Vaikunta. O goddess, Shiva rejoiced at the perfect devotion of Vishnu. In an auspicious hour, the great Lord made Vishnu sit on an exquisite throne and delightedly decorated him in every way. A beautiful coronet was fixed on Vishnu, and the auspicious holy thread was tied to his waist. He was then coronated by Lord Shiva in the cosmic hall. What was his own and even non-transferable, Shiva, the independent and favorably disposed to his devotees, conferred on Vishnu and eulogized him. The Lord, who is favorably disposed to his devotees, revealing himself independent but subservient to the boons granted by him, spoke these words to Brahma, the creator of all worlds. Lord Shiva said, Lord, may you all hear. From now onwards, at my bidding, this Vishnu has become worthy of my respect and that of all devas. Dear one, you too bow to him. May all the Vedas extol him at my bidding as they extol me. Rama said, so saying, Rudra himself bowed to Garuda, bannered Vishnu. The bestower of boons, he who is favorably disposed to his devotees, felt delighted by his devotion to Vishnu. Then Vishnu was duly revered by Brahma, followed by devas, sages, siddhas, and others. Then the delighted Lord Shiva, favorably disposed towards his devotees, bestowed great boons on Vishnu and the other devas. Lord Shiva said, at my bidding, you are now the creator, sustainer, and destroyer of all the worlds. You are the bestower of virtue, wealth, and love, and the chastise of people of evil predilection. You are the Lord of the universe. You are worthy of the worship of the universe. You will be invincible in battle anywhere, even against me. You will be endowed with great strength and valor. You take 3 Shaktis, will, etc., conferred by me. You can have the power of exhibiting diverse sports and independence in the three worlds. O Vishnu, persons who hate you shall indeed be chastised and curbed by me with strenuous efforts. Salvation shall be given by me, O Vishnu, to your devotees. Accept this Maya, too, which cannot be withstood by devas and others, and by which the entire universe will be deluded and made insentient, as it were. O Vishnu, you are my left hand, as Brahma is my right hand. You shall be his progenitor and sustainer too. Undoubtedly, I myself am Rudra, who is my heart. He is worthy of your respect, as well as that of Brahma and others too, of course. While stationed here, you protect the entire universe, taking different incarnations and different ways of protection. This place of great prosperity and glory in my own world shall be famous as Goloka. It will be very brilliant. O Vishnu, I shall certainly see the various incarnations of yours on the earth and shall be delighted by your devotion to me. Rama said, after conferring thus unlimited prosperity on Vishnu, Shivani, the consort of Shiva, freely sported about at Kailasha Shiva, the consort of Shivani, freely sported about at Kailasha along with his attendants. Therefore, Lord of Lakshmi assumed the guise of a cowherd. The Lord of cowherdesses, and the cows wandered there with pleasure. The delightful Vishnu protected the universe, taking up various incarnations and sustaining it at the bidding of Shiva. Now, he has taken a fourfold incarnation at the bidding of Shiva. I who am Rama, and my brothers Bharata, Lakshmana, and Satrughna are his incarnations. O goddess Sati, at the bidding of my father, I have come to the forest. Unfortunately, I have fallen in deep distress. My wife Sita has been abducted by a demon. I am now seeking my beloved, separated from her and devoid of my kinsman. O Mother Sati, since I have the good fortune of seeing you, there is no doubt that everything will be well with me by your favor. By your blessings, I shall have the fortune of acquiring Sita after killing the demon of evil intention, who is the cause of trouble. It is my good fortune that both of you have taken pity on me. That man who is the object of your mercy is the best of blessed people. After speaking thus and bowing in diverse ways to Sati, Rama, the scion of the family of Raghus, roamed in the forest with her permission. When hearing these words of Rama of pious rites, Sati was delighted. She praised him in her heart for his devotion to Shiva. Remembering her own action, she was much distressed. She returned to Shiva, pale in face and gloomy in spirit. While returning, the goddess frequently mused, I did not accept Shiva's explanation. I entertained a senseless thought against Rama. After going to Shiva, what reply shall I give? Thinking thus, she began to repent in many ways. Approaching Shiva, she mentally bowed to him with a pallid face and stricken with grief. On seeing her distressed, Shiva inquired of her health and asked, Oh, have you finished your test? On hearing Shiva's words, she bent her head as a mark of respect, but did not say anything. Agitated with grief, she stood aghast. On meditating for a while, Shiva, the great yogin, adept in diverse divine sports, could understand everything about Sati, the daughter of Daksha. He remembered the promise that he himself had made on being requested by Vishnu when he was angry with the latter. Shiva, who keeps the bounds of righteousness intact was distressed. The Lord the propounder, the activator, and the protector of righteousness, thought within himself, if I were to maintain my love towards Seti at the level as before, my promise will be broken. Even if I follow the conventions of the world. Brahma said, thus pondering within himself in diverse ways, he mentally discarded Seti, but did not break his promise as the protector of Vedic virtue. Then after forsaking Seti mentally, the Lord returned to his abode. He did not at all reveal the promise. While they were on their way, an unembodied speech rose in the sky, telling him within the hearing of everyone, particularly of Seti, Daksha's daughter. The celestial voice said, O great Lord, you are blessed indeed. There is no other great yogin or great Lord in the three worlds on a par with you. No one else can maintain that promise. Brahma said. On hearing the celestial voice, the goddess, utterly lustreless, asked Shiva, O Lord, please tell me, what is the promise that you made? Even when asked, the Lord, who was benevolent to Seti, did not reveal the vow which he took in the presence of Vishnu formally. Then, O sage, meditating on Shiva, her own beloved husband, Seti understood the matter, which meant the abandonment of her own self. After realizing the abandonment of herself by him, the daughter of Daksha was grieved much and began to heave sighs frequently. But the Lord Shiva kept the fact of his vow and a secret from her and narrated many a tale to her. Thus, narrating tales to her on the way, he reached Kailasha along with her. There Shiva, the yogin, entered a trance and meditated upon his real form. Sati stayed in the abode, overwhelmed by grief, but, O sage, no one could guess the conduct of Shiva and Shivani. O sage, great time elapsed, even as the Lord and the goddess followed the conventions of the world through the physical bodies taking up by themselves. Then Shiva, the great enjoyer and protector, stopped his meditation. On coming to know of it, Seti, the mother of the universe, came there. The goddess bowed to him with a mourning heart. The benevolent Shiva offered her a seat in front of himself. He narrated several interesting tales to her. By these divine sports, he tried to entertain her and make her mind free from grief. She regained her previous happiness. He too did not forsake his vow. O dear, this need not be considered wonderful in the benign great Lord Shiva. But, O sage, sub-ignorant pundits thus narrate the story of Shiva and Shivani and their separation. But how can there be a real separation between the two? Who knows the true life and conduct of Shiva and Shivani? They sport about of their own accord and make their own lives forever. Sati and Shiva are united together like words and their meanings. Only if they wish can their separation be ever imagined. Footnotes. (297) For the similarity of idea and expression, compare Kalidasa's Raghu Vamsa. Here ends today's reading, the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhu Pranatam Vishwanatam Jagannatham. Hari Om. Tvaya Mata Chapitatmaya, Tvaya Bandhu Shatra Sakatmaya, Tvaya Vidyatmaya. Om Hari Om Tat Sat.